A foster parent recruitment fair will be held at Heritage Baptist Church in Johnson City on Monday, October 17th. Here to share with us more about this important event are Talia Wisecarver and David Persinger. Good morning. How are you all?
Good. How are you?
Doing well.
This is a very important event. Kind of tell our viewers what's going to be happening.
So on October 17th, which is next Monday, we are going to have an event at Heritage Baptist Church. And the event is with Tennessee Kids Belong, and there's going to be several organizations there coming to recruit foster parents and answer any questions that people may have about fostering. We're going to have food trucks there from 5 to 6, so that's super exciting. And then from 6 to 8, we're doing a Q&A panel. And then having the agencies out in one of the other rooms to answer questions that everybody has.
I was going to say, this is very important, that Q&A, because I'm sure there's folks out there that want to get involved in foster parenting, but they have tons of questions.
Yeah.
This just gives them a great opportunity to get those questions answered.
Absolutely. And if you find us on Facebook, the Fostering TN Facebook, or the Tennessee Kids Belong Facebook, the event is on there.
Right.
And if you RSVP to that event, you can actually put your questions in there. And so they're going to be able to ask questions and have them ready. And then if you don't RSVP, you can still show up and ask questions there.
Foster care is so very important. I mean, we can't can't stress that enough. And you know that firsthand, don't you, David?
Yeah. My wife Becky and I, we've been involved in foster care for the last 7 years. I think in that time, probably about 15 or 16 kids have come through our home, either in a temporary placement or a more permanent thing, and sometimes just respite care, where you just take care of a foster child over the weekend to give another foster family a break. But it's a ministry, I say, that yields long-term benefits, and the short-term can be seen in the children's lives, on a daily basis, and it's an incredible experience. It really is.
What do you say to folks that have some interest in foster care?
I say this fair is a perfect place to begin. Like I said, 7 years ago, Becky and I had all these questions, and there's agencies out there like DCS that are great to go through, but here these agencies are all coming together in one place, and so you get to hear testimonies and you get to hear speakers, and the question, you can just question or voice your questions to these different agencies right there at one time. Someone asked me once, what's the main gist of foster care? And I always say, it's just living life. It's just bringing children into your home and living life, teaching them valuable coping skills, life skills, how to live in a family, how to live in a school environment, just loving them as a conduit of God's love to them, the same way you loved your biological children.
How rewarding has been foster parenting for you?
It's been an experience. I can't put a huge thing. I say it's life-changing, and it really is. It is life-changing. It will change your perspective on pretty much everything. Just the value you put on the things that you teach your children, your goals in life, and when you see a child respond just to being a part of a family, it really does change you.
And we were talking about asking those questions. What are some of the most asked questions that folks have that want to get involved in foster care?
I think a lot of people think that they can't for some reason or another. We have a lot of people who ask about those minimum requirements. Those are always a good one. Asking what is required, what does a day in the life of a foster parent look like? And that's why our panel is going to be so important, because that Q&A panel I'm going to speak for DCS, and we're going to have a former foster child on the panel, some former foster parents, a biological child that grew up in the home of a foster family. It's actually David's daughter. And that way you're seeing all the different perspectives and able to really get a good picture of what fostering will be like.
All right. Thank you both so much for coming in. David, thank you for sharing your story with us. Folks, we got this important information for you. The Foster Parent Recruitment Fair. It's happening at Heritage Baptist Church Monday, October the 17th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Remember, there's going to be food there. Come on out and make an evening of it. It is, if you're interested in foster care, this is the place to be. It's right there on John Exon Parkway in Johnson City. If you want to find out more, go to tnkidsbelong.org.